Hello, I'm Jan Szrewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Early Monday morning, Russian forces launched a massive aerial assault on Ukraine, deploying more than 70 attack drones across multiple regions. Ukraine's Air Force successfully intercepted and destroyed 38 of them, preventing major destruction. While no casualties or significant damage was reported from the drone barrage, Russian artillery strikes in the Kherson region resulted in at least one fatality and 13 injuries. A day earlier, a Russian drone had targeted a civilian bus, leaving 5 people wounded, according to the regional military administration. Meanwhile, the Russian Ministry of Defense claimed that it had intercepted and destroyed 70 Ukrainian drones overnight across multiple regions. 100% accuracy. Who wouldn't believe that? These are the Russians saying this. They don't have Western systems like Ukraine does, and they are more accurate in intercepting drones. Anyway, among the reported targets was an oil refinery in the Volgograd region, where a fire broke out following the attack. Local authorities said that the flames were quickly contained, with no reported casualties. Ukrainian drones also struck a refinery in the Astrakhan region, though Russian officials confirmed that no one was wounded. Despite these incidents, power supply disruptions in Volgograd were minimal, with officials assuring that electricity in the city and surrounding areas remained stable. On the front line, Ukrainian troops face growing challenges in Pokrovsk, a critical supply hub in the Donetsk region, where Russian forces have adjusted their tactics in recent weeks. Instead of direct frontal assaults, Russian units have shifted to attacking Ukrainian flanks, attempting to encircle the city through a pincer movement. Russian forces now control the high ground around Pokrovsk, placing Ukrainian supply routes within range of their artillery and drones. Evolving battlefield conditions have led Ukraine to effectively lose control of Velika Novosilka. The town, previously a key defensive position, had been one of Russia's most notable territorial gains since the capture of Kurakhove in January. Ukrainian commanders confirmed that scattered units remain in the southern sector of Velika Novosilka, though military analysts have questioned the lack of a formal withdrawal order from the higher command. Let's move to recent developments in the Democratic Republic of Congo now, where the eastern city of Goma has become a focal point of intense conflict. Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have seized control of Goma, leading to significant military movements and a dire humanitarian situation. The M23 rebels, supported by Rwandan forces, launched an offensive on the 26th of January, capturing Goma and subsequently advancing towards Bukavu. The fall of Goma has heightened concerns about a potential escalation into a broader regional conflict reminiscent of past wars in the area. The conflict itself has resulted in substantial casualties. The DRC Health Ministry reported that hospital morgues in Goma are overwhelmed with 773 bodies and 2,880 wounded individuals following the recent offensive. Now, we open today's episode with new footage showing a startling misfire. A Russian-launched missile, likely a Kh-22 intended for Ukraine, ended up landing in Russia's own Lipetsk region. This incident underscores a growing pattern of operational mistakes, plaguing Russian forces, who have reportedly endured several similar miscalculations in recent weeks. These errors raise serious questions about command coordination and morale within the Russian military. Now, in the next video, you'll be able to witness an Azov recon platoon meticulously clearing ruined buildings and forcing Russian troops to surrender or face destruction. Their stance is uncompromising. Those who yield will live, while those who resist will perish. This approach has proven increasingly effective, with several Russian soldiers reportedly giving up rather than fighting to the bitter end. Notably, Azov scouts have been refining specialized infiltration tactics, further enhancing their impact on the battlefield.
Выходи!
Оружие выкидывай! Не выходи! Выводи, тварь! Выкидывай оружие, выходи! Сколько вас человек? Вылази, кидай оружие, вперед! Оружие, я не верю, что свои.
Давай вылезай!
Слово офицера даю, что не убью! Выкидывай оружие, теперь будешь жить! Давай, давай! Я слово офицера тебе дал! Быстрее! Скажи, будет!
Вони виходять, ні?
Давай, давай, давай!
Быстрее!
Все, руки! Выходи, все, выходи, давай, я вижу, выходи!
Быстрее!
Направо, сразу направо!
Давай! Давай быстрее!
Давай!
Давай туда!
Направо!
Автоматы где ваш? Быстрее! Быстрее туда! Быстрее! Быстрее туда! На! Сколько в подвале еще? Встали на! Где ваше оружие?
Там уже скинули его!
Быстрее встали! Быстрее!
Все, уходим.
Давай, быстрее!
Быстрее! Все, поехали!
And you gotta admit, this was a seriously tense moment. You never know what the enemy is going to do until they are disarmed and they put their hands in the air. Also, towards the end of the video, the mid-air intercept of a drone, quite impressive. Now, we're going to move on to the next video, where you'll be able to see archive footage showing an operator from the Kraken unit engaging Russian positions with a Heckler & Koch MG5 machine gun during fierce street battles in Chasiv Yar, which, by the way, lies in the Donetsk region. The Kraken unit, operating under the command of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, has gained notoriety for rapid infiltration and sustained pressure against enemy forces, often operating under intense urban combat conditions. The precise use of modern weaponry demonstrates both tactical skills and access to specialized resources. And we conclude today's episode with footage from south of Kherson city, near Potemkin Island, showing two Russian troops desperately attempting to hide in the ruins of a building from a Ukrainian FPV suicide drone. Now, the drone finds its target with lethal accuracy, eliminating the Russians on impact. Recent reports from the Kherson region indicate a surge in Ukrainian infiltration raids, hitting Russian supply routes along the Dnipro River. And so another episode of Military Mind comes to a close. Please stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.